What's up guys, Sarah Benjamin here for another video. Today I'm here with my wife Bruna, and we're going to be going over some butterfly guard passes that you can implement right at your academy. So my last few videos have been kind of on pre-engagement points when you start a roll and your partner's playing guard and you've elected to pass. So we've been going over some grip exchanges and some very quick passes that we can use to either pass the guard very quickly or just to create some movement so that we're dictating the pace. We're going to follow along with that, and I'm going to show you two of my favorite passes that we're going to teach from the butterfly guard position when we start a roll, but you can also implement them from different positions. So let's get right into it. So assuming you're here with your partner and you're passing, she elects to play guard, we start our roll here. We're going to be doing a pass that I've seen referred to as the circle pass or the back step. I don't really care too much about nomenclature. If you know me, you know that it doesn't matter. I just know it's a good pass. I love it and it works. So what we're going to be looking for is a high collar grip on the same side lapel. And our partner can get grips or not. It really depends. There's various circumstances. In this situation, let's say that she does grab my collar and maybe my elbow or something. Sleeve, elbow, whatever it is. Okay, so we're here in this position. We've gone over passes utilizing solely upper body grips, and we've gone over passes using the X pass. Now we're going to look at this pass where instead of grabbing the same side leg, although I will show a variation where I do grab this or this opposite leg, I'm going to grab a cross. Okay, so what I'm looking for is to establish this control, a cuff grip on the pants. Okay, what I want to do, let's go over the mechanics of the position and then talk about some situations, is I want to turn my opponent. I want to bring her shoulder to the mat and her pants this way. So basically, like a steering wheel, I want to bring her like this. Now, I don't just do the steering wheel motion, but what the steering wheel motion does is it moves her. So I push and pull. Let's come back. So again, I want to bring her to her hip so her feet are off the ground. Now I can move her. I pull and I pull. Okay, so that's our movement, but let's be real, that we're not just going to move somebody that easily. So, excuse me, so what we're going to do is at the same time that we drive forward and we keep our head low in the sternum area, we're going to be doing this motion. Okay, that way we have our head to push into our opponent as well. So it's going to look more like this. I bring my right leg up. As soon as I get this grip, because our partner can start to break it, I go. I drive and I push and pull. Like so. Okay, I want to keep my head low because again, our partner's not just going to fall like that. As we go to do it, we might knock them off balance for a second, but they're going to start to turn into us. So when I do it and I do this and she starts to turn, I want to keep my head low. This is more realistic. She's in a single hip position. So I keep driving, she keeps turning, I keep driving, and I walk my hip down to her hip, and I use my hip to finalize the pass. So that's very important. I bring my hip down to her hip, similar to a leg drag, similar to an over-under. So again, we're here, in the butterfly position, slap bump, we're grip fighting, I get the high collar grip, I get this cross pant grip, I start to pull, she starts to turn, and I bring my hip to her hip. You see how I finish here? Now, when I see the opportunity, I bring my right hand deep, and I turn. Okay? So one more time, a little bit slower so you guys can see. My partner's here. We slap bump. I get these grips, I drive, she's turning into me, I keep walking, and I continue to walk. Then when I can, control the head, and turn the hip. Now, I've seen this variation where they come underneath this leg and through to the far leg. I personally don't like that because it can give your partner a lasso. If she's able to control your sleeve with her right hand, she might get a lasso. She might be able to break your grip. I just don't like putting myself in that position. I prefer to have the freedom of just this, but there's no right or wrong, guys. If you do it that way, it might work for you. I'm not claiming that this is the best way or the only way. I'm just showing you my way. Another way that I do is more mobile and a little bit higher level, where I use this pant in anticipation that she's going to turn into me and that I'll switch sides. So what I do is everything the same, but as I bring her this way, I'm going to be able to cross this leg over this leg and jump to the other side. So what that would look like is more like this. So I get these grips, right? I start to come this way. She starts to turn, and now look, I would punch down, head low the whole time, and I walk around, and I go into a leg drag. This is something I do all the time. So again, everything is the same. I turn my opponent, I pull her leg up, she starts to turn into me, I keep my head low at their chest sternum area. As she turns in, she opens the opportunity to switch sides, and I utilize the concept of redirection to switch sides, therefore she can no longer retain guard. So again, I'm here and here, right? I get this nice pant grip, I start to turn this way, she pushes, and I come to here. So when I do this, typically, I'm anticipating that she'll turn, and then I'll be able to implement my pass. Like I said, you can do these passes from a lot of different places. That's why I love them. You can do them from the lasso guard. You can do them from spider, from De La Riva, reverse De La Riva. There's a bunch of different variations. So I think these body mechanics are really, really good because you can implement them from a lot of places. When I started to learn this pass, it was one of my favorite passes. I started doing it right off the bat because a good friend of mine who I used to train with, if he watches, his name was Oraldo. He trained in Pennsylvania, smashed me with this pass one day. He passed my guard like 3 times. I think I was a blue belt or a purple belt, and he passed my guard like 3 times super quick. So I asked him what he was doing, and ever since then, I think it was like 5 years ago, I've done it so much. So guys, if you like this content, as usual, please like, subscribe, comment, hit that little notification bell, and follow along. Thanks to my wife, Bruna. Thanks to you guys for watching. Os.